Welcome back to Bella Confidential. I was just joking with the doctor and Ali earlier on about how if we eat Nutella brownies, definitely no way we can lose weight or help with our water retention in any way. Earlier on the show, we were talking about some of the causes and the symptoms of water retention. Now, this segment of the show, we're going to try and teach you how you can treat it at home yourself. And joining Dr. Coogan here on set is Ali Izzadi Sadar. He's a personal trainer from Celebrity Fitness. So he will tell us more about what kind of exercises we can do and also some of the diets that we can go on to help with the water retention. Now, Dr. Coogan, we'll start with you. Is there any way that we can treat water retention at home?
At home, we're talking about lifestyle changes. And when you talk about lifestyle, it's basically nutrition, exercise, and other things like smoking and drinking, things like this.
Okay.
When it comes to nutrition, you know you have to, what you can do at home is limit your salt intake.
Okay.
Population of Malaysia, we ingest a lot of salt.
And sugar.
And sugar. But in terms of water retention, the salt is very critical. So it's recommended by WHO that you ingest 5 grams a day. Malaysians ingest about 8.75 a day.
That's a whole lot, yeah.
So we have done some steps. Ministry of Health has done some steps to reduce the salt intake.
Okay.
But ironically, it's not due to cooking for Malaysians. It's more in the soya sauce, the condiments, the sauces, and things like this.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, we Malaysians, we can't live without the soya sauce and the chili padi, right?
Correct,
so probably that's one way to cut down water retention is just to reduce.
And plenty of water.
Even
though it's water retention, it's an oxymoron, but you have to detox by drinking more water.
Yeah, I was going to say, because people say, oh, you have to lose a bit of that water weight, you know, to get yourself to an optimal weight, sort of. But water retention is caused by having not enough water in your system.
Water retention?
Is that true?
Many causes.
Okay.
Okay.
But one of the causes.
One of it is a lot of toxins or inflammatory products. So you've got a lot of water retention there. One key is to have a clean internal system. So one way is for water to cleanse. So increase your water intake to dilute the effects, and that's one of the reasons. Provided you don't have something else more sinister, like a kidney disease where you cannot drink too much water and things. Yeah?
You can't have water when you have kidney disease?
When a kidney failure, you limit the water intake because it will be a burden to your heart and your...
Wow, okay, that's interesting. That's probably a topic for another day, maybe. Now, Ali, let's talk about nutrition when you have water retention. For someone who wants to be buff, you know, to build muscle, they need water as well.
Yes, well, everybody needs water. Well, the whole idea about fitness is that, you know, you do exercise properly and you don't get dehydrated. Okay, that's the first rule.
Yeah.
It depends. If you don't have any symptoms or any conditions, you know, like any heart condition or a kidney failure or anything like that, well, you have to take care of the water in your body. Well, that's one thing. Well, a standard, like I suggest minimum like 1 liter, maximum would be 2 liters a day.
Okay.
Right? It depends.
All right.
And to answer your question, that you're talking about nutrition.
Yes.
Well, nutritions would be, you have to take care of a few different types of vitamins definitely every day, and minerals.
Okay.
We have to take care of the amount of salt in our body, definitely, the magnesium, the potassium in our body, as well as the vitamins like vitamin B, different types of vitamin B. So I would suggest basically you choose minimum like multivitamin, all right, in your diet.
Okay.
That comes with minerals at least, all right. And watch your diet. That's what you have to do. You just have to watch how much intake of salt and sugar you have in your diet. All right.
Okay.
That's the simple
but how?
solution.
I'm just thinking, how does the vitamin help in helping us lose the water retention?
The vitamin...
Doctor? Yeah?
It's okay, it's okay.
Ali first?
Well, personally, the vitamins, everything is very well connected. You can't just say, okay, I take vitamins and then, you know, I forget about the minerals, or I take minerals, forget about the vitamins. Everything is very well connected. So in order for your body to have a very smooth function of, you know, digestion as well as, you know, water absorption and also, you know, waste, you gotta take care of. You have to keep this balance between the vitamins and minerals. But you need some vitamins. Let's say vitamin C. It has a very good, you know, it's an antioxidant, right? And once you have antioxidant in your body will not keep the, let's say, the toxin stored in one place. So you will absolutely have it easier, you know,
to repel the toxins.
Yes, to repel toxins. And there are some supplements also you can use, like you know, the master of antioxidants in our body, because our body has many ways of, you know, dealing with oxidating or toxin in your body. One of them is like glutathione. You can use that kind of.
What is that?
Glutathione. It's a master antioxidant that your body. Yes.
Glutathione.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glutathione,
Okay.
as you say it. And this will help you a lot to detoxify your body. It's a pure thing in your body produces. All right? And there are some supplements that you can use them later on to increase this level, because after the age of 30 it will drop dramatically.
Okay.
And we're exposed to a lot of different toxins in our lives, and like, you know, taken from the radiation of the cell phone to go to, like, you know, the food that even you cook for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, even if you cook for yourself, you're not sure that if that chicken is injected now for, you know, a lot of things like that. So our body can't really cope with all these toxins. So that's one of the reasons it also stores it, especially in the belly part. That's a belt of toxin, call it.
Okay.
And in order to get rid of that, you not only need to lose fat. Well, that's to some extent, you lose fat. But yes, that water will be absorbed over there too and will be staying there.
Okay.
And you have to have some ways to get rid of it. And detoxifying your body is the most important part of it.
Okay. So, doctor, do you have the same school of thought as Ali?
Yes.
Like, as we can
Like
take
Ali said,
supplements?
Part of it.
Okay.
Okay. Supplements is still called a supplement.
Yes.
So, glutathione, the reason it's a master antioxidant is because it's produced by your liver.
Okay.
And it's 1,000 times more potent than a vitamin C. And the precursors of glutathione is foods, cysteine, glycine, glutamic acid, rich in chicken, turkey, and things like this.
Okay.
And the cofactors, which is the B1, B5, B6.
Okay.
Which is why the Bs are very important, because they all generate glutathione from the liver. And it's very potent in terms of detoxifying.
Okay.
And of course, the other cofactors are like manganese and all that, and zinc, vitamin C.
Yeah. So it's getting a little bit more technical here.
Yes.
But what I want to know is, how can we treat water retention? Let's say suddenly we wake up, swollen face, swollen hands, swollen, you know, feet, and we have an important appointment to go to. What can we do?
Emergency steps, you mean? Let's just say we're talking about one-off, right?
Okay.
One-off.
Yeah.
And you didn't get last night's sleep and stuff like that. Exercise is very important.
Okay, exercise.
Because one of the reasons why you get fluid collection is because the vessels are not so patent, your veins are not patent, and your veins are very close proximity to your muscles. The lesser you exercise, the muscles are not strong. It's not going to pump your veins back, your blood back up. So you get puffiness. Proper sleep, proper nutrition. Proteins are very important. Because proteins keep your water in your vessels. No protein, no sponge leaking. So nutrition lifestyles are very, very critical. There, of course, emergency medications are there, like a diuretic, which passes water fast. It also passes other things, so it's not really safe unless you've got a heart condition and stuff. All right.
How about these juice detox that people are just talking,
they are natural,
like talking about?
Make sure it includes beetroot. Beetroot, radish, because these are very natural diuretic, diuretic.
Diuretic means
To
help
pass
us
off.
pass the urine.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Now, Ali, as a personal trainer, I'm sure there are certain exercises that we can do. Like Doctor said, you have to move, you have to exercise to be able to lose the water retention.
Yes.
So maybe you can you show us a little bit,
sure,
like, you know, simple exercises that we can do to stop the water from stagnating in different parts of our body?
Okay, well, in terms of exercises, well, anything that has to do with aerobic exercise, I mean, anything like that, you can apply to your daily...
Cardio,
yes.
okay.
Well, cardio, I'm not going to get too technical on that, but aerobic exercise.
Aerobic, okay. But what's the difference between aerobic and normal exercise?
Okay, aerobic exercise will help you to increase your oxygen consumption as much as possible, right? And normal exercises, I mean, there are different types of exercises, and some of them they don't. Like some of them, they don't really increase that to that extent that you will consume oxygen. But to answer your question again, aerobic exercises would be good to just move your body, especially your legs, if you have any sort of water retention in your legs, lower body. And I would recommend stretching every day. I mean, you should add stretching to your daily activities. So, and you have to have very good sleep also. I mean, otherwise you can't. But generally, if you are suffering from water retention, taking care of your sleep, taking care of your diet, taking care of your different supplements that you might need, and taking care of your exercise. If you're taking care of all of these things and yet you're having water retention, you might be having
something else.
Some sort of else
now you have to go see a doctor, maybe.
Yes.
Is it true that there's some myths that I've heard about water retention, like you sleep with pillows propped up underneath your feet, or like say if you drink too much water at night, before you go to sleep, you wake up with like puffy eyes and puffy face. Is that true, doctor?
Yes and
or are
no.
those myths?
Yes and no.
Okay.
If you drink a lot of water and you wake up with a lot of puffiness, something else is up.
Okay.
Because you are supposed to drink.
Okay.
At night is where you detox, where the hormones build up. And so something else could be wrong. The fact that you are retaining too much fluid, do a blood test, visit your doctor.
Okay.
And the other question was...
Sleeping with the pillows propped up.
That helps for people who have water retention due to a heart condition, for example.
Okay.
So that will help blood pull back into the heart.
Okay. Yes,
I
Ali.
have one exercise for ladies especially that while they're sitting, because people want to sit too much or stand too much. That's then
even when we sit too much, we get water retention.
Yes, you will.
Okay.
You will definitely do that. What you can do is sitting on a chair, and working in front of your computer. Basically, you can do plantar and dorsiflexion of your ankles. Then you will keep it just like that. Very simple.
Okay.
You can zoom on my shoes.
Okay.
Okay.
Zoom on the shoes?
Yes.
Yep.
Shiny shoes.
Shiny, very shiny.
All right, so what you do is that you do the plantar flexion and you bring your shoes as much as possible up.
Okay.
Bring your heels up and you hold it for like 2 or 3 seconds. And then you bring them back and you do the reverse.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay, so this is working on your ankles, sort of.
Yes.
Your cuff, it also
and your
develops
cuffs,
beautiful cuffs.
Yes,
yes.
Well, women wear high heels every day, and we walk like that every day.
Well, if you can avoid high heels, that would be one of the solutions also.
Okay.
But you guys want to look pretty, obviously.
Yeah. So that's one of the exercises that we can do even
on the plane.
Even while traveling, yes.
Even on the plane, you usually get, and it's called DVT, economy class disease, where you don't move your feet.
Economy class disease. Oh, wow. So people in first class and business, they don't get water retention when they travel, is it?
No, it's called that because of the lack of mobility.
Okay, so that when you don't move, suddenly
when you don't move your ankles, because when you move your ankles, it's your calf which contracts.
Okay.
And your calf contracts the blood back up. So that's what they recommend. Yeah.
Now, Ali, say we're doing everything right. We're exercising right, we're drinking enough water, we're eating right, but still we're plagued with water retention. What else can you recommend?
For water retention? Well, I would say first drink more water. That's the first thing. Because the body, that way you will help your body to get rid of the toxin and your kidneys start functioning. Right?
Okay.
And second thing you can do for water retention is you have to know that water retention is not only happening because of different types of diets that you're following. It's sometimes the symptoms that are there. But if there are no symptoms, you can do the exercise and sweat a lot, right? Yeah. And because once you sweat, and if you, I don't know if sometimes it's gross if you test your sweat, but but if you do, you feel like okay, it's salty a bit, all right?
Okay.
But after a while, when you sweat for a long time, and then you taste it, it doesn't taste that much like salty anymore. So it means that the sodium in your blood is well dropped. Yeah. Yeah.
Tasting your sweat.
Yeah, well, you can do that.
That's an interesting concept. Okay.
You can do that in the sauna, and there you can understand that hey, my body sodium is levelized. And
like how long do I need to sweat before my sodium levelizes?
Oh, it depends on your diet and what you have been doing through the day. But make sure if you go in the sauna, you have some bottle of water with yourself.
Okay.
Just don't go dehydrated too much.
How about Dr. Coogan? What's your last advice to all the people out there who are suffering from water retention? They're doing everything right, somehow they still cannot get rid of the water retention.
Okay, one remedy doesn't fit all.
Okay.
Okay, even the exercise. Some exercises are very inflammatory to some people.
Okay.
So instead, sometimes you do the cardiovascular, sometimes you do a resistance training, but sometimes you just have to figure out, why am I so bloated? What am I doing wrong eating? So see someone, tailor-make your management, drink water, good sleep, good lifestyle, and taste your sweat once in a while.
That's the best thing I've ever heard about water retention. I mean, it's a good tip. I mean, not everyone do that. Not everyone tastes.
Next time I go to the gym and I see somebody licking themselves, I know where they got it from.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Kugan. And Ali will join us in the next segment, and he will let us know what we can take and what we can't take in our diet if we have severe case of water retention. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this commercial break.